Justice Samuel Alito dissenting from the Supreme Court ruling blocking deportations of suspected Venezuelan gang members, saying, quote, in sum, literally in the middle of the night, the court issued unprecedented and legally questionable relief without giving the lower courts a chance to rule. This is why the White House releases rap sheets, photos of TDA members it wants to deport. Here to react is George Washington law professor and Fox News contributor Jonathan Turley. Professor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You know,
Thanks,
one of
Charlie.
the things that us non-lawyers who get confused about a lot of this stuff often sort of wonder about is the process. Sometimes judges are defending a process and that doesn't make sense to us, and so you have to take a second breath. But this is a case where Justice Alito took a torpedo to the actual process of what his colleagues were doing. And to me, that's very unsettling as somebody who loves the law, wants us to protect the law, but also doesn't understand what the heck is going on here.
Well, you know, Charlie, you get a sense of the frustration that a number of the members of the court are experiencing with this torrent of emergency appeals. And what Justice Alito is saying is, you know, we need to get back to regular order because these cases are coming to us without a record. We don't know what the position of lower courts are. It's basically an improvisational type of filing. And Alito is basically saying, I'm having enough of this. The court earlier basically, chastised lower courts. There's a strong suggestion that they were allowing forum shopping. They sent one case out of D.C. and said that Judge Bosberg, who's currently considering a contempt charge, should never have even heard that case, which is what a number of us said at the outset, that he should never have accepted a case that was actually a habeas case belonging down south. So I think you see this level of frustration rising with the justices. I expect that what we're going to be seeing here is an effort of the court to create better guideposts for lower courts. You know, we just had a Fourth Circuit decision where a conservative judge, Judge Wilkinson, said we need mutual respect between the judiciary and executive branches. I think the Supreme Court's going to pick up on that theme and say everyone needs to de-escalate and get back to regular order.
Certainly, you would think that with somebody like Chief Justice Roberts, who cares so much about protecting the integrity of the court, that he would want to do that. But in this case, it was only a dissent by Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. So do you think that the Chief Justice is listening? And do you think the Chief Justice is aware that maybe we do need to bring regular order to the way they handle these things?
I think he is. Chief Justice Roberts has always been someone who is an incrementalist, an institutionalist, and he is obsessed with regular order. I mean, he's really time and time again pushed back on people trying to cut corners. Now, it's ironic here, Alito saying that's what you're doing, but I think the way that Chief Justice Roberts viewed this is that this is getting out of control. Let's go ahead and stop the action, give ourselves a chance to look at this. But I think that Roberts is very likely looking for a way to give better navigational beacons, to get everyone in a little more controlled state. These district court judges have been issuing these national injunctions despite years of the majority of the Supreme Court saying stop doing this, including Roberts, and they have not listened. So I think that the court is going to be establishing stronger rules to govern these lower courts.
Professor Turley, thank you so much, and we'll have you back again.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.